because it's so surreal, you're getting shot at and you're crouching down laughing, going, this is ridiculous. And that is, from a normal person, this sounds like I've lost my mind. But
no, you 100% have lost your mind. There's not even sound like it. Like you, but is that so? But wait, let's dig into that. So you have been in combat, and it's that surreal that you might look at your buddy that has gone through Hell Week, and you guys are like, wow, this is getting real, but this is so crazy that this is actually happening. You've actually said to you guys, like, this is pretty crazy, like in a laughing kind of way.
Yeah, and as I said, it's the only way that you can deal with it. And you know, some of your listeners might know, and I hate everyone. Normally, this just sums my mate up. I received a little scratch to my ankle, and that was that I got shot in the ankle through a mate's leg. So basically, we're all on the rooftop, and all three of us got hit. And even then, after we got hit, we found ourselves sort of running back through cover. One of the guys carrying one of the stretchers then got shot in the backside, and it was like, literally felt like a Hollywood movie to some degree. But the buzz, you know, I could only imagine the buzz that someone gets from winning a world champs run is probably on par, if not similar, you know, where you end up just going, what on earth? You're in this moment where you can't do anything about it, and you're literally in survival mode where it's like, right, well, if people don't give cover and fire, then we're an open target. If we don't run, you know, as fast as we physically can, then obviously we're going to get shot, potentially die. And then that was it. It was just like, well, let's hurry up to the helicopter. And when we got in the Chinook, literally everyone just looked at each other like, what on earth? And everyone's laughing. That's how, like, it's such a weird thing that I think a number of people won't understand unless you're there, because it's that whole near-death experience, but everyone survived. Not always remember there was a load of American army soldiers on the back of the Chinook, and they're like, hey man, you Marines are absolutely crazy, man. And there's me and my mate on laughing gas, literally just like, what on earth has just happened? There's a lad on the floor who's just been shot in the backside. We're like, Tricky, what are you doing getting shot in the backside? And it was just like so unreal that it was just like, it was all just quite funny, but not funny. If someone had a big crash on a mountain bike, it would almost seem more serious than someone being shot, because you're in such a weird world at that time. Now, I'm not condoning what happened, but it's, as I said, it all just happens very, very quickly, where you're just like, you feel like you're part of a movie set, you know, and it's mentally scary. But I think it's sort of more daunting when you get back, you sit in a bed and you think, my God, that was real. But obviously at the time, it's all happening, your training instincts taking over. And as we said earlier, I think it all goes back to that week one, day one of training, why they're trying to get rid of all the crap out of training, as far as get rid of the weaker minded people. Because on that battlefield, if you've got someone that just freezes, or, you know, isn't physically strong enough to lift a casualty off the battlefield, they're essentially just dead weight to you. And it's crazy, but so true. We've all had dark places in our lives, or if we haven't, then you're doing well. But everyone generally is going to have a dark, whether that be an injury, whether that, you know, we're getting deep now, but something horrible at least. But it's, as we said before, it's how you bounce back, how you overcome those problems, and try and see some positive in that negative. If people call me whatever, you just take it on the chin and just brush it off, because I've spent my whole life, well, I've spent all my time in the Marines. It's the only way we could get through a day. You know, you're going through a real bad situation. What's the best way to cheer each other up? I'll tell you what, we give each other shit. It's like, it's amazing, because it's that banter, it's that brotherhood that brings you all up together, because it makes you realize not to take offense to absolutely everything, and find the fun side of a bad side, you know. And as I said earlier, the whole motto, cheerfulness in the face of adversity, if you actually take that into context with everything we've talked about, whether that be having a big crash on a mountain bike, whether that means coming second at a world champs, you know, all these things, well, what do? Well, you can't change the past. You've just got to go, well, what can I do to change that so that doesn't happen again? You know, I, for one, won't be in the middle of Afghanistan being on top of a roof again. I've learned that gets you shot, so therefore I'm not doing that again.